Here with you, I come alive. 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 Hello, 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 my lovely Aries. Welcome to Foreign Currency Television. I'm Mimi, mad scientist, eclectic bruja, here to bring in love, light, positive vibes, smiles, happiness, and all that good stuff. Here at Foreign Currency TV, I encourage you to vibrate at your highest and be nothing less than your authentic self. Thank you so much for tuning in. Of course, if you resonate with this reading or just like the vibe here at Foreign Currency Television, please like and subscribe. I hope everyone is looking and feeling amazing. So right now, we're going to be channeling the messages for our lovely Aries, spirit guides. What messages do you have for our lovely Aries? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And remember, my lovely Aries, that this is a general reading. Please take what resonates and leave the rest. All right? Please take what resonates and leave the rest. This is going to be a general reading for the next 24 hours for our Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placement. Spirit guys, thank you so much for joining us today. What messages do you have for our lovely Aries? What messages do you have for our lovely Aries? All right, all right, all right. Let's see. Aries, some of you are still trying to get new results by going. You're still trying to get new results or different results by doing shit the old way or the way you've been doing things. It's time to broaden your horizons, open up your view, change your perspective, and tackle this shit again. Like, you know what you're trying to obtain, and it's like you're second guessing and giving yourself excuses as to why these outcomes are happening. Like you're trying to babyfy yourself through this shit. Stop feeling sorry for yourself and understand that nothing's gonna change unless you change. You can't keep going about things the same way and half-ass tweaking your thought process. You want to focus on this and do this right, but you go over here and you fuck this up. When you know you need to be in a full alignment in order to fully receive the download you need from the universe, and that your spirit guides are with you. You need to explore yourself internally, meaning get to know you deeper than surface value, and that get to know who you are, your inner child. Get to learn to love who you are. You gotta switch up your processes here. It's like you're peaking and you're, like I said, you're doing the bare minimum. Like it's like you're making little progress here when you could when at this point, for as long as you've been working at this, you should be starting to widen. It's like it's like you should be going a little bit harder than what you offer yourself. It's like you're still focused on going hard for every fucking body else. Like I said, at the bottom of the deck, journey to wholeness. You gotta focus on being right within. You still trying to do shit your old ways. Cleanse yourself and understand that this spiritual journey is about a rebirth. Meaning that the old you is gonna die off. You think now, since you're doing this little bit of progress, that motherfuckers are starting to approach you differently. Wait till you really start putting in that fucking effort and that work. And wait till you really start learning to respect and deeply love yourself inside and out, all flaws and all. Can you imagine how much power you're gonna receive? And it's not about the fact that you're gonna have, look, surrender to the change. Surrender to the transformation. Surrender to the fact that maybe
You are wrong at the way you've been doing things, and maybe you need to change the way you are looking at your situation so that you can be able to better attack them and understand them, especially when it comes to the matters of the heart, and when it comes to your family, and when it comes to your friends, your whole social environment. All of this plays a whole part in everything. Don't be fucking stubborn with your change and your transformation. Let that shit fucking flow. Go with the flow. Stop trying to have control. You need to release the reins a little bit. Release the reins of wanting to always be in control of the outcome. Sometimes you got to go with the flow and be able to come and going with that flow and going with the understanding helps you understand the process. You're breaking down your emotions, you're breaking down your thoughts, you're understanding yourself in a deeper light. You need to do that shadow work. Ask yourself about your triggers. Ask yourself why you react the way you do and why you handle things the way you handle it. Opening this journey to oneness, this journey to oneness is no joke. You gotta be serious about this shit. You can't half-ass it. Because you're putting into the universe mixed signals that, yeah, I want to do better, and yeah, I want to excel, and I want to succeed, and I want to go ahead, and you're lost. You need to understand yourself and figure out who you are. Continue further into your journey to oneness, to wholeness, to ascension, to elevation, so that you can find your purpose and feel whole and at one and at peace with yourself. You're trying to figure out what your purpose is, what your craft is, what your talent is, when all you got to do is understand yourself more, and all that shit will start to make sense. Endless opportunities await you. It's right there. It's a whole flow, a whole line, basically saying that, look, once you stop being hard-headed and doing what the hell you're supposed to do, everything is going to open up and align and fall into place. Everything is going to go into alignment. Surrender to change. Surrender to looking at things from a different perspective. Surrender to opening, to broadening your horizons. Surrender to opening your heart chakra and letting in a different type of love. Some of the people in your corner ain't loving you right the way you deserve to be loved. And you thinking that it's okay because you've been loved like this majority of your life and you haven't experienced no different type of love. Understand that you deserve better. Understand that that journey is essential. You surrendering to the flow. You're surrendering to the change. You're surrendering to digging deeper and understanding yourself and finding that inner light. Your light is dim. It's time for you to open up and shine your light. Stop limiting yourself. Your mindset is limiting you from doing what you need to do. It's limiting your growth. It's nothing wrong with change, especially when it's gonna aid to your betterment. You're gonna be so much better. You're gonna be so much happy. And you're gonna look back and you're gonna be like, damn, I should have been doing this shit sooner. But it's okay. Like I always say, don't be too hard on yourself. These spiritual journeys are not easy. But also, don't self-sabotage and don't let yourself look like a blatant idiot because you're sitting here allowing yourself to go through shit that you shouldn't be going through. And there's people around you that know that you shouldn't be going through this shit, but they ain't going to say nothing to you because they're benefiting off the shit that you're doing. They're benefiting off the way you're carrying things. Stop peeking. Stop tiptoeing when it comes to taking a risk and taking a leap on yourself and doing things differently. You don't always have to have control. Let things flow. Broaden your horizons. Work on your self-love, your self-care, celebrating you, celebrating every little bit of progress, learning to love every bit of you, every flaw and all. Clear up your mind, clear out that fog, and really focus on loving you and understanding who you are so that you can align your path, and so that you won't feel like you have nowhere else to go, or you won't feel like you're lost, like this is the end of the road for you. Not meaning the end of the road like death or anything, but end of the road meaning that you have nothing. Like what's my purpose? You don't have to. You're asking yourself, what's your purpose? You have a purpose, but you got to dig deep inside yourself and figure that shit out. Only you can tell you what your purpose is. Surrender to that change. All right, my lovely Aries, I thank you so much for tuning in. Remember that your energy is currency. Spend it well and invest it wisely. I will see you next time. Love you.